When Maurice Cloutier makes his way through the Courtyard Homeless Resource Center, noise and a little chaos may surround him, but each client is made to feel like his primary focus, because they are.
I not only get to oversee programming that's been in place, I get to help develop programs to further influence change in people's lives. I get to participate in systems change, and I still get to do direct engagement. That's my true wheelhouse.
He considers this job with the City of Las Vegas Neighborhood Services Department to be ideal, even if it was born out of less than ideal circumstances. We sat down with Maurice to hear how the journey that led him to helping homeless individuals is traced directly back to his own experience being homeless, and his homelessness can be traced back to a traumatic childhood, which, without divulging everything, he says involved violence and addiction.
Alcoholism runs in my family, and so I'd always vowed I wouldn't go down that road. In college, to try and fit in and stuff, that theory changed. And for me, it was crossing an invisible line into addiction and not dealing with trauma from the past. I took what was going to be a semester off. It turned into 10 years, homelessness, alcoholism, all of the traditional experiences that can come with homelessness.
He says his life could have ended much differently. In fact, it could have ended altogether.
Prior to the treatment, it was try, fail. I can do this. I can suck it up. I don't need to drink. And the addiction is so intense that, I physically needed it to live while it was killing me.
Many times throughout the years of his addiction and living on the streets, his mother, a licensed counselor of social work and ardent supporter of her son, had offered to help.
She had mentioned to me if I was willing to go into treatment, that I could return home, and she would help me with that. Mm-hmm. And it still took a while, but I think I was just really scared of dying, and dying is what was happening.
It took time, but he finally chose not to die. He accepted his mom's help, and in 2001 went to the Salvation Army in Las Vegas for treatment. He finished his college career.
Went back east to my original college, stayed on campus, and finished out the last 2 years of my education, so got my bachelor's in psychology.
He worked at just about every nonprofit in Southern Nevada, focusing on helping the homeless before landing a job with the City of Las Vegas.
It's been a really profound journey. I got my first opportunity to work for the city with the Recuperative Care Center. And so worked with an incredible group of people to get that stood up and operational.
This story could end right here with a happy ending, right? A man fights his way off the streets and then spends his career helping other people do the same thing. Well, it didn't. It was while he was at the Recuperative Center that he was offered and accepted a very lucrative job in the private sector. He thought, well, this is the beginning of a new and comfortable life. That is, until life dealt him an excruciating blow.
My mom passed away. She was the biggest support I had in getting sober, and so it just had me reevaluating, I didn't go through everything I went through so I could sit behind a desk and not engage with people who were trying to navigate their own issues. And so I made the decision to return to the city. We will be able to get everyone transitioned out.
So it was here at the Courtyard where he would leave behind that cushy desk job and find his home, guiding others in their quest to find theirs. It's because he knows firsthand their plight that he stands as a believable example of what can be.
It's just the shame, it's the fear, it's the doubt, it's the guilt, it's the self-loathing. It's all of those pieces that, I can understand that at an intimate level and how that keeps someone relegated in that experience. Like, that's the connective tissue. And being able to understand that someone else can empathize and really isn't judging on that level, I think that helps to change the dynamic. And then you can start to get into the real work.
He hopes his work goes beyond helping the homeless. He wants to help others understand why so many people end up here.
This isn't a decision that people made willingly and consciously. This is an end result on, you know, a wrong left turn or a wrong right turn or whatever. It wasn't something they consciously chose. And just to maybe remember that the next time you see someone on the streets who looks like they're having a tough time.
Meanwhile, he continues to set an example that their journey, like his, can result in things they once never dared to dream.
But for having the opportunity to make changes in my life, I mean, I probably would have died before her. So to be able to be there and be the person that I was maybe raised to be, I don't know, it's a dream come true.
Nancy Byrne here. I hope you enjoyed that story. For more great stories about the city of Las Vegas, don't forget to click on that box.